by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group, supported by the Group Real Estate.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors!
Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services is proud to bring you this broadcast of Sailor Sports. They know each athlete has worked hard and dedicated themselves to their sport. That's how Mountain West was built, through hard work and dedication. Their local agents are ready to find an auto, home, business, health, or farm and ranch policy to fit your life. Visit one of their offices in Steamboat, Craig, or Meeker, and good luck, Sailors. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, solutions for life.
President of the Anthem Bank, and I want you to know how proud we are to sponsor this Steamboat Sailor sports broadcast on KTYV Sports on the FM. Steamboat Sailor fans are the best, and we support our sailors on the turf, the court, the pitch, and even the track. If you can't be there to cheer our sailors on in person, Yampa Valley Bank is thrilled to provide this broadcast just for you. Go Steamboat! Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Abbott Gotro. I am number 25 and I play midfield. I've been playing lacrosse since around 3rd grade. My goals for this team is to make a run in the playoffs this year. My other outside activities besides lacrosse is football and basketball. Favorite class, I would probably have to say maybe physics, just because I love the people in that class. It's fun. I plan to do some camping and just hang out with my friends and get ready for football. Plans after graduation, I do not have that in plan yet. Favorite movie, I would say Cars 2. I don't know, I like the whole dynamic of it. I just love that movie. My name is Abbott Gotro and I am proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
One-Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Windshield wipers have about a 4 to 6 month lifespan here in the boat. Snow, ice, bitter cold, slush, and whatever else our seasons have to offer can take a toll on them. The tiniest of tears can be the end of a wiper blade and its ability to keep you safe. Your wipers will let you know by the streaks they leave behind if they are ready to replace. That's your car tip of the day from One-Off Auto Center. Give us a call at 970-871-1346 or book online at oneoffautocenter.com. One-Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor Sports Broadcast.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor Sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services is proud to bring you this broadcast of Sailor Sports. They know each athlete has worked hard and dedicated themselves to their sport. That's how Mountain West was built, through hard work and dedication. Their local agents are ready to find an auto, home, business, health, or farm and ranch policy to fit your life. Visit one of their offices in Steamboat, Craig, or Meeker, and good luck, Sailors. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, solutions for life.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name's Cohen Vanderbosch. I'm number 13, and I play midfield. I've been playing lacrosse since I was in 6th grade. My goals for this team are probably to just do really good in playoffs and maybe go to the state champs, because I think we got it. My personal goals are just to give it my all every game and not be a lazy kid. I like to play football. It's my favorite sport, and come to my games next year. My favorite class is definitely chemistry with Miss Rosborough. She's a great teacher. I like to play in the river and play football in the summer. I don't have any plans after graduation. I like Talladega Nights as my favorite movie. My favorite book is Where's Waldo? And I'm Cohen Vanderbosch, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hi, this is PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank. Yampa Valley Bank is so proud to sponsor the Steamboat Sailor Athletics. The Sailors consistently have the best all-around athletes, biggest hearts, and the loudest, most loyal fans. Thank you for your support of the Steamboat Sailors. Listen and watch on Steamboat Radio, KTYV 105.7, Sports on FM. And remember, let's go, Sailors!
One-Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Windshield wipers have about a 4 to 6 month lifespan here in the boat. Snow, ice, bitter cold, slush, and whatever else our seasons have to offer can take a toll on them. The tiniest of tears can be the end of a wiper blade and its ability to keep you safe. Your wipers will let you know by the streaks they leave behind if they are ready to replace. That's your car tip of the day from One-Off Auto Center. Give us a call at 970-871-1346 or book online at oneoffautocenter.com. One-Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens and Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens and Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens and Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Henry Jameson. I'm number 26, and I play defense. I've been playing lacrosse for 7 years. My goals are to make a deep run in the playoffs, and I want one goal this season. I play soccer in the fall. My favorite class is Spanish. I played lacrosse this summer and work. I plan to go to college after I graduate. Favorite movie is Step Brothers, and I like the Magic Treehouse. I'm Henry Jameson, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Brian Harvey with Steamboat Sailors head lacrosse coach, Amos Gilbert. Amos, how are you today?
Good, Brian. How are you?
Doing very, very well. You got a big win the other day against Conifer, although not a ton of competition, but it was an opportunity to lengthen the bench a little bit and build a little confidence as you make your way through the state playoffs.
Yes, it was. We got a lot of guys in, and we took care of business and took care of the first round. That was sort of our goal, and now we're on a Grand Junction.
Yeah, things get a little interesting here. What do you guys know about this Grand Junction team, which is actually a culmination of a couple of different schools in the Grand Junction area?
This Grand Junction team is very good. We've played a few teams in our league have played them, whether that's Aspen or friends down in Telluride. They've been able to give us a good scout, and we've got some film from those guys. So we sort of, they are who we think they are. We're going to be ready for them. We have a few days here to get ready as far as scout and changing some of the things we do maybe to adjust for just game planning stuff. But I think we'll have a great game plan, and we have a great group of scout guys up this week with us who are ready to give us a great look.
All right, you were able to lengthen the bench, which was awesome. Your starters played very well. I was very impressed, of course. George Redfern taking the lead. At one point, he had assisted or scored on every single point you guys had got. Obviously, things got out of the way, but to his game and what his mental attitude kind of brings to the team.
George is a true professional. He comes in the locker room, he takes care of his business, he knows what it takes to get ready, and then it shows. He leads in warm-ups, right? That's the tone early for us. That's our bond. And, it shows in the game, right? He's ready to go, and he's ready to raise everyone up with him. Whether that's creating his own opportunities or creating for his teammates. We have a lot of guys who are playing around George who sort of figure out how to let the game come to them, and a lot of that is George coming to them and creating opportunities for them to get open. Whether that's him going to the rack and putting one away, and then also just they have to respect him. Suddenly there's a slide rotation and someone's open on the backside for a goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. You look at your score sheet, you got 8 or 9 guys that are on it. You scored 16 goals. It certainly could have been a whole lot worse. You kind of called off the dogs, if you will, but I really like the way you guys are spreading it out. It's got to be hard to game plan against a team like Steamboat right now.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope it's difficult. So we've got a lot of guys who can hurt you in a lot of different ways, and I think the way we play offense and defense, right? I think we rely on everyone to win their individual matchups. Something we talk about all the time, and the more we can keep winning those one-on-one matchups and be dangerous from all 6 points of the field, the better we're going to be.
I was really impressed with Easton DiBieso's play offensively, both setting things up but also scoring goals. He had a hat trick as well.
Yeah, Easton's one of those guys that you're talking about, right? He picks his spots and he picks them well. When he goes off, he goes off. It's probably his second or third time, dropping 3 in the game for us, and especially in the goals column. Just in transition, he's fantastic. Great, find himself in open lanes, and he's been improving tremendously in his ability to dodge approaches and create opportunities for himself, not just off the pass.
Yeah, also you got great play. Marshall Moss had a hat trick. I'm looking at guys who are getting a lot of points, but he's just a sophomore, and we mentioned it in the past, but in midfield, they're young and they're hard to contain because it feels like you've been growing how many guys you're getting, lengthening your bench at midfield and really getting a lot of these guys out there, and they're wreaking havoc both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Marshall's been awesome for us. He's come along in a big way and stepped up in big ones. I think he took 9 shots yesterday, and he canned a bunch of them. So, the future is bright with Steamboat Lacrosse. If you got guys like Marshall Moss stepping up in big moments like that. I think, to your point, we have lots of those young guys who are stepping into a bigger role, and especially out of the midfield. I don't think we have a single senior who plays on the offensive side of the ball for us out of the midfield. So there's a lot to look forward, and those guys have stepped up just in practice and in the games too. We didn't really know what we were going to get with them, and I think the first time we talked, they said something extent, we're going to have to see who steps up. We're going to have to win by committee here, and we've certainly done that with those 5 guys who are starting to play some real minutes for us.
Well, things are going to get tough with this Grand Junction team. How are they at faceoffs? I think Caden Solentich and your midfield crew did a really good job of controlling the faceoff and getting possession of the ball. Against Aspen, it was a little equal. It was a little. They may have dominated us a little bit on that at that level. What do we know about this Grand Junction team, and what are your ideas at faceoff there?
I mean, to your point, I was looking at the stats before playing Conifer, and if we can stay above that 50% mark at the draw, and just a little above it, every game we've lost, right, we've been just below that 50% mark or right at it. If we can just just get that little bit of an edge at the draw for possessions. It makes a huge difference for us, in that correlation. And Caden's been awesome for us. He started out the season inexperienced. He played some minutes for us last year at the X taking draws, but he stepped up and he's committed to it. He's decided that's what his role is. He's going to go all in on it. And he works during practice and does extra reps after practice, pregame. He's very serious about it, and that's what we need from him. And I think he matches up very well against Grand Junction. Yesterday, Conifer, the scout, they had a real face-off guy. That's what he did. But we were able to scout that and understand what his weaknesses were and tendencies were, and give Caden an advantage. I think he went 65% from the X yesterday, which is huge for us. And, the other component with that, headed down to Grand Junction, will be wing play. They have guys who can play really well on the wing, whether it's defensive midfielders or their LSMs, and we'll be able to match that. I think we have the best group of guys on the wings. I call them our rope unit. We have the best rope unit in the league, in my opinion. And I think that'll show when some of the all-conference stuff comes out. But true D-middies like Jeff Sturgis, Paxton Zuck, and Aaron Fleming, paired with Finn Byer and Wyatt Hammer, Sean Struble, those guys take care of business out there. And it's been sort of our identity that you're not going to beat us in the third of the field.
No, it feels that way. And you look at ground balls. Finn Byer had 5. Jeffrey Sturgis had 6. That's what you love to see. Also leading the pack, your defenders. I mean, I was really impressed with both Jake Davidoff, Xander Harvey, and of course Henry Jamo. They're playing really, really well. And when they did have to defend, and obviously a lot of that game was spent in their we were in their end. But when the ball came in our end, man, our defense stepped up in a big way.
Absolutely. I think you spoke about Xander Harvey and Henry Jameson. I think those guys are sort of no secret. They've been 2 of the best in the league all year. And then I think Jake Davidoff gets overlooked a lot. He's quietly had a great season. Looking through statistics, he's averaging like 2 ground balls, 2 caused turnovers a game. And I think you'd have a hard time beating that. And those guys understand what we're. They're bought into it, and it starts with them. They're the rock back there for us. But, when we're game planning, those guys, the more they can create turnovers and clear the ball and put the ball on the ground and give our offense more possessions. Or talk about face-offs or even turnovers, clearing the ball. Just the more possessions our offense can have with the ball on that, that's how we win the game. And those guys have done a fantastic job all year, doing what we do and taking care of business.
All right, Coach. Once again, Alexander had a solid game between the pipes. He was tested way more in Aspen, but this game he came up with some big saves, and also his clears. He had one clear at the end of the game where he threatened. But it was a great clear, and it was a great transition.
Yes, it was. Ike has been really solid for us, and if the goal is to win a championship, we need great goalie play. And to your point, that's more than just stopping the ball that's being great in the clear. That play you're talking about yesterday, he dropped the ball in the bucket, right? Just put a little loft on it, put it on the spot, threw it where no one else could get to it but Fisher. And that's just an example of a bunch of great plays that guy makes for us. And again, just talked about starting from the back with the defense. It starts with like you can take our 3 close defensemen, but Ike is a heartbeat, and it's sort of, and Bobby Knight says there's shooting and there's everything else. So you can take shooting out of the game for the other team. We're going to be in a pretty good spot with goaltending.
Absolutely. Anybody that we missed before we headed to final comments?
I think some of the guys that don't get a lot of recognition for us, who did a really good job and got sort of what they deserved yesterday, are some of the scout team guys we brought up from the JV, guys like Cole Philly, Fisher Gibson, the Coolidge brothers, Connor Solomon, Nate Freer. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple other guys, but those guys have worked their tails off for us all year. We called them up at different points in the season to come give us a scout and give us a look on whatever Aspen, for example, was doing on offense or defensively, or maybe a man up or man down look. And those guys selflessly show up, listen to me, draw something up on the grease board and go run it 100%. Yesterday was great to just get those guys in and let them play, and all those guys you got in to learn a varsity letter for that, and I think that's really important. I think that's really great for our culture. Those guys who fought in so hard to be rewarded and now get to travel with us in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Let's talk about final thoughts here before we hit the field against this Grand Junction team.
Grand Junction's a good team. Right? We're on the road. We're going to get to play a 3:30 game down there. But the goal stays the same. Play our game and understand what we need to do when it's not really about them. Right? We know what to expect, and we know how we match up. And it's about playing great ball on both sides of the field. 6-on-6 and win in the middle third. I'm really excited for the opportunity our guys have. They've earned this thing. Playing a second round game on the road isn't easy, but it's what we want. It's exactly where we want to be, as we set our eyes ahead here.
All right, Coach. Good luck, and thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
That's Steamboat Sailors head lacrosse coach Amos Gilbert. We are still in the pregame show. We still have some Sailor spotlights on the way, and then I will have the starting lineups and the call of this afternoon's game. Your Steamboat Sailors are getting ready to take on the Grand Junction Tigers, live from Colorado Mesa University. Your Steamboat Sailors sitting at 10-6. The Grand Junction Tigers are sitting at 11-4. It is second round. CHSAA boys. Not smiling us, you'll be able to listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at Steamboat Radio's YouTube channel. You'll be able to listen to it across the globe at steamboatradio.com. Click on the Listen Live button, go to KTYV, follow the directions from there, and you, my friends, are cooking with gas. And of course, you can listen terrestrially right here on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 across the Yampa Valley. It's Steamboat Sailors Boys Lacrosse playoff action. We're in Grand Junction at Colorado Mesa University, as your Steamboat Sailors are getting ready to take on the Grand Junction Tigers right here on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. We are KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Finn Byer. I'm number 1, and I'm a LSM. I've been playing lacrosse pretty much my whole life, probably about second grade. Some goals for the team is to go farther this year in playoffs, and then some personal goals is to just be a good teammate and leader out there. I play hockey outside of lacrosse, and I also just like to hang out with buddies, ski, lots of other things. My favorite class in school would probably be shop class with Mr. S. Super chill, super laid back, just good vibes all around. Over the summer, I like to travel, work, and just hang out with buddies. Plans after graduation, I'm going to CU Boulder and studying business. My favorite movie, probably Toy Story, just because it's a throwback. Favorite book, not a big book guy, not a big reader, unfortunately. I'm Finn Byer, and I am proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hi, this is PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank. Yampa Valley Bank is so proud to sponsor the Steamboat Sailor Athletics. The Sailors consistently have the best all-around athletes, biggest hearts, and the loudest, most loyal fans. Thank you for your support of the Steamboat Sailors. Listen and watch on Steamboat Radio, KTYV 105.7, Sports on FM. And remember, let's go, Sailors!
One-off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Windshield wipers have about a 4 to 6 month lifespan here in the boat. Snow, ice, bitter cold, slush, and whatever else our seasons have to offer can take a toll on them. The tiniest of tears can be the end of a wiper blade and its ability to keep you safe. Your wipers will let you know by the streaks they leave behind if they are ready to replace. That's your car tip of the day from One-Off Auto Center. Give us a call at 970-871-1346 or book online at oneoffautocenter.com. One-Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the Sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great
Steamboat Ace. You're proud to support the Steamboat shopping place.
This is Todd. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
I'm Lloyd Warren. I'm number 31. I've been playing lacrosse since 8th grade. My team goals are to have a good playoff run. My personal goal is to be the best player I can. Outside of lacrosse, I play football and ski. My favorite class in school is history because I like learning about history. This summer, I'm going to work on my family ranch. After graduation, I plan to go to trade school. My favorite movie is Step Brothers. My favorite book is Of Mice and Men. I am Lloyd Warren, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is a place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test and you will see we're the best.
Making the Yampa Valley a better place is Steamboat Motors. And today, we're featuring the Boys and Girls Club of Northwest Colorado.
Hey, high schoolers, it's Reed from the Boys and Girls Club. Join us every Friday night this winter at 7 p.m. for fun, free events just for you at the Boys and Girls Club gym. Trivia, dodgeball, paint and sip, DJs, and more. Check out our website for details at bgcnwc.org/high school. That's bgcnwc.org/high school.
Sponsored by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat on Highway 40, or shop them online at steamboatmotors.com.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, ACE invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
I'm Sean Struble. I'm number 44. I play defense. I've been playing lacrosse for about 4 years. My goal for this team is probably to make it to playoffs, and my personal goals would probably be Aspen, definitely. And then outside of lacrosse, big football fan. I love to play it, love to watch it. My favorite class is Spanish with Mr. Verdoner because Mr. Verdoner's awesome. And then over the summer, I just worked and get ready for football. I don't have any plans after graduation yet. My favorite movie is The Waterboy because I strive to play football like Bobby Boucher. And my favorite book is Red Rising because in 9th grade it was pretty chill. And I'm Sean Struble and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eyeworks,
One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Your hats for the playing of the
Brian Harvey live here in Grand Junction. We're going to pause here for the national anthem right here on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial. Brian Harvey, Neil Redfern, live here in beautiful Grand Junction, Colorado. It's about 80 degrees right now. We're on the campus of Colorado Mesa University, and your Steamboat Sailors are getting ready to take on the Grand Junction Tigers. Neil? Looks like we got a beautiful day for lacrosse, a little bit warmer than our boys are used to. You watched a little bit of film on this Grand Junction Tiger team. They look big, they look salty, they got a great record. What do you know about them, and what do you think we have to do here to try to get the victory?
Well, they definitely are athletic, and they have certainly a couple big guys out there and a couple really skilled players as well. So it's going to be a tough game for Steamboat, but I think that if Steamboat plays their game, I think they have a pretty good shot. Absolutely. Your Steamboat Sailors right now coming in as a lower seed. I think we're 8th right now or 9th in the state. Grand Junction sitting at 4th, I believe. Of course, everything out of my mouth is very, very unofficial here. Yesterday, the Steamboat Sailors girls lacrosse team rolled Dakota Ridge, flew the Eagles. I think the final score was 16-5. And the girls soccer team also got a big 5-0 victory. So both teams moving on. The Steamboat Sailors girls soccer team is headed to Colorado Academy to take on the #1 team in the state. And that is going to be a tough one. Unfortunately, they play on a field, not a stadium. There's no power, so we're unable to cover that game. Girls lacrosse will be down in Battle Mountain to take on the Huskies. That one should be interesting. We'll update scores at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Of course, you can listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web. It's at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Big shout out to Travis Gainsley and the gang at Mountain View Self-Serve Car Wash. Easy to find in 3 locations in the Yampa Valley. Of course, a location in Hayden, 2 locations in Steamboat, 1 next to Golden Leaf, and of course the self-serve car wash behind Freshies. Mountain View Self-Serve Car Wash bringing us this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Of course, you can listen online at steamboatradio.com, across the globe, and of course right here terrestrially across the Yampa Valley at 97.7 and 105.7 on KTYV Sports on FM. Your Sailors in red, they're moving right to left on your video screen or your radio dial. Caden Selencic, the surgeon, is in the face-off X going against Jack Banks. Banks is a big kid, your traditional Fogo, face-off, get off. I get that one right, Neil? Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay. We've got Sturgis on the near side here, Byer on the far side. Ball is locked, clamped, and that face-off here controlled by Grand Junction. The Tigers bring it in, and they gain the box here, and behind the net they go. Finn Byer pressuring. There's a pass, errant pass that goes wide. Heads to midfield. It's going to stop on this turf. That's going to be picked up there by Davidoff. Davidoff getting that ball up to Henninger. Lyle Henninger's grandmother watching in Virginia. Not with your brother, but in the same state as your brother, Neil. So grandparents, they did not get a shout out last week, and they wanted one. I saw Lyle's mom, and I wanted to make sure that they got some love. Sailors controlling the ball here. We appreciate everybody who's listening and watching wherever you are across the globe. Sailors behind the net. That's DiBiaso with it. Ethan bringing the ball up here near side. Gets it up to Henninger. Henninger to the top of the box, far side. Looks like Gotro. Gotro drives that right wing, brings it to the goal line, and kicks it back to Redfern. Redfern at X. Got a defender on him. Oh, George loses that ball. Stays with him, but it's gobbled up here by the goaltender, number 77, Gordy Stidell. And here come the Tigers up to midfield. Good ride there. A little bit of pressure, and now across midfield come the Tigers. Number 99, Weston Hewitt, long pull with the ball. Sailors defending that. Davidoff up top. We also have Reese Hoy out there and Henry Jamison on defense. On the far side there, that's Cohen Vanderbosch, number 13, midfielder. Behind the net he goes.
Looks like Grand Junction getting some people out, and there's a pass up that left wing side to the top of the box. They go looking for a shooting lane. That one's blocked. Ground ball to Sturgis. Sturgis gets it. Sturgis tries to turn that corner, dodges. He's got men all over him. We got flags, and looks like that's going to go against Grand Junction. And here comes Sturgis across midfield. High pass. Henninger grabs it. Henninger in the box, sends it to Redfern far side. Redfern at the goal line. Delay penalty here. Sailors will have a man up. There's a wild pass that goes out of bounds here. So let's see what the call is here. What did you see?
Yeah, that was a slash on one of the Grand Junction guys back there in our defensive end.
So the Sailors will have a man up. Is that 30 or 1 minute?
It'll be 1 minute.
Awesome. Neil, I love having you here. I guess I make things up, often wrong, never in doubt, but...
we got slash on number 18. Let's take the one.
So number 18, Jack Sturry, sitting down for a minute here. So Sailors man up. Steamboat has the ball. Henninger will bring it in here. Walks into the box, sends it down to DiBiaso. Ethan with the ball, back up to Henninger. Henninger works it to the top of the box to Hoy, over to Gotro. Gotro sends it down to Marshall Moss, the sophomore with the ball. Moss uncorks one. Sailors get possession here at the end line. Redfern with it at X. Redfern behind the net. He's got DiBiaso here. DiBiaso looking, not going to shoot. Back to Henninger. Henninger quickly gobbles that ball after it hits the turf. Back to... Oh, that pass blocked. And Reese Hoy can't control. That one goes back to the goaltender, Steidel sends this ball up right side, and here come the Tigers. Trying to work that ball out. Ball hits the turf. That one's taken away by Byer. Byer weaving his way in, looking for some help. Oh, good idea there. Passes it behind Redfern, but Byer picks it back up, picks up his own mess, and here he comes. Now Byer's going to make his way to the top of the box looking for a little bit of help. Byer kicks that ball off to Hoy. He's going to come off now. So nice play there by Finn.
Yeah, it sure was. It looked like he might have had a chance to go to the goal, but I think that was just smart to pull it out and keep the possession.
So teams look like they're now at full strength. Sailors with the ball, top of the box. That's Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch driving this right side at the goal line, looking to kick it back. Now he puts it back to Redfern behind the net. Redfern controlling the ball at X. He's got Henninger here. Waves him back wide. Henninger now looking. George cuts across the crease. And now it's into Hoy. Hoy now. Hoy with the ball. Reese sends that one across to Marshall Moss. Moss outside of the box up top, far side. Moss now driving to the slot. There's a shot. That one goes wide. And it'll be Sailors' ball again. So Sailors possessing the ball nicely here, Neil.
Yeah, I think we haven't had a great shot yet, but hopefully that's forthcoming.
Yes. But we are possessing it and controlling it, and there's a shot by Vanderbosch. That one wide as well. You got to think these kids haven't seen Grand Junction before, playing on a new field. A little bit of nerves here, second round action.
I think so. Long bus ride, hot field, high stakes game.
Absolutely. That's Hoy with the ball. Hoy weaving through traffic. Now he drives down that right wing side, sends it back behind the net. Redfern with it at X. Redfern trying to circle the net. Now he sends it up to the slot. There's Vanderbosch. And that one looked like it was blocked there by number 1, Salazar. It will be Sailors' possession, though, behind the net. At X is Redfern. Redfern, 0-0 the score if you're just joining us. Steamboat Sailors Boys Lacrosse brought to you by our friends at Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Easy to find on Loggers Lane. Coming for a test snap. To the top of the box. Boy,
shot.
There we go. That one wide. Vanderbosch with an opportunity. Nice ball movement there. And we've got a whistle on the play. Ball on the field. Clock is stopped here. 7:15 left in this first quarter. 0-0 the score. Sailors have had possession a whole lot longer Neither team able to convert. Now Vanderbosch with it. Vanderbosch puts it back to Moss. Moss sends that one wide. That's Moss's third shot. Has not put it on frame yet. Up to Henninger. Lyle with the ball to the top of the box to Marshall Moss. Moss down that right flank. Marsh now one-on-one with the defender. Sends it in tight to Vanderbosch. His shot goes wide. And again, Sailors maintain possession. And you got to hope they can just settle down, find a good shooting lane here.
Well, we've had 8 shots. I think if you can put them on the cage, there's a good chance you're going to score. Not because the goalie's not good, but because you can't score if it's off cage. So I think that could be a really good focus for us, is just hit the cage, make the goalie work, make the defense work, which we're actually doing.
All right, Tyler Grove now, the sophomore driving right. Grove brings it in, turns, shoots. He puts that one on frame.
That was a great shot.
Yes.
Great attempt. Goalie made a good save.
And Grove, just a sophomore. This midfield, great to watch, as there's not a single upperclassman. You know, we lost a slew of attackmen last year. We lost a lot of seniors, obviously. And that one's back to Moss. Moss to Grove. Grove looking. Grove's going to send it to Henninger here. Near side, back to DiBiaso. DiBiaso to Redfern. Redfern at X. Redfern's going to drive the box, drive the goal, and retreats now. Sailors now setting something up. And now George. Up to Henninger. Henninger looking for a shooting lane, finds it. That one goes wide. It will be Sailor ball. The goal got a little narrower on the bus ride down here, Neil. Let's see if we can widen that thing out a little bit. So, Sailors with the ball. Redfern comes around the net. Oh, sends that one over. So it will be Sailors ball again. I think
this might be the longest possession of the year for this offense.
Yes. If the Sailors could break the seal here, I think it'll let the air out of the tires here. And we are pumped beyond.
That's a great pass.
And there's a shot, and that one goes wide.
Great shot, and that's what we want.
So back behind the net, Redfern with it. George, one defender. Nice pick there by Marshall Moss. Nice move by George. Redfern trying to get one-on-one with the goalie. Sends it back behind the net. Off the post! Oh, man, what a shot by Marshall Moss. Nearly snuck it in there. So back to Tyler Grove at the top of the box. Down to Moss, right side. Moss lets it fly. Nice stop there. Can the Sailors get the rebound? Moss battling for it. Ball down. And that one back to the goalkeeper. And that ball's on the pitch. Sailors, good pressure here. What's the call there, Neil?
Well, I think the call is interference with the goalie, but George is pretty smart about this type of thing, so I'm pretty sure he was trying to put his stick underneath the goalie's stick while the goalie's stick was outside of the crease.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not happy with that call.
And you don't see George arguing with the refs a whole lot, so, you know. Oh, ball down. Great back check there by Finn Byer. He picks him off, pickpockets him, and here comes Byer back the other way, dancing through the crowd. Sends it up to Redfern. Redfern now into the box. Redfern coming in. Shot, goal, George Redfern. Sailors on top, 1-0. What happened there, Coach?
What happened there, the scorebook says it was a goal by George Redfern, but the scorebook should say that Finn Byer stripped the guy, cleaned up the ground ball, and then ran through 5 white jerseys to get the ball to the offensive guys. So that goal is all Finn Byer.
And that's what he brings. It doesn't matter whether he's on the ice or on the lacrosse field. That kid just brings passion. He's not the biggest kid out there, but he plays big. Huge play there by Finn Byer. Sailors on top, 1-0, 3:55 left in this first quarter. Back to the face-off X we go. Second face-off of the game. Caden Solentich couldn't control that first one. Big number 30, Jack Banks is the face-off man. That one controlled by Solentich. Sturgis is going to pick it up off the ground. Sailors ball. Sturgis now looking for some open field here. Finds it, and here he goes.
Nice job there clearing it.
And Jeffrey sends that ball to Grove. Grove gains the box. Sailors in on time. And Sturgis is going to come off. Nice move here by... Oh, nice shot and a beautiful save.
It's a great take.
Tyler Grove sent that one in, and here come the Tigers roaring out of the zone. That's number 10, Brinton. He dropped the ball off to number 12, Brady Campbell. Ball right now. Sailors ending. Jacob David off out there. Finn Byer with a long pole. Number 12, Paxton Zuck, midfielder out there. And it looks like we also have Baron Fleming at midfield as well, with the usual suspects on defense. Oh, my. Baron Fleming. Paxton Zuck had a hard time defending that one, but that shot goes wide, and it'll be Sailors' ball. We'll take that, Neil.
Yeah, we will. The guy was open on the crease, but I think from what I watched on the film a few days ago, this team does have a tendency to throw a lot of passes to the crease, which aren't always there.
So Sailors trying to work the ball out of their own end. Cohen Vanderbosch now with wheels, takes it to the box. Cohen driving in fast.
That's a ward. We're going to call that.
Yeah. So Vanderbosch with the ward. See, and I wouldn't have seen that.
And most of the time, if you're going to initiate contact like he did, you really need to do it with two hands. Otherwise, the refs are going to flag that 9 out of 10 times.
Sure. Looking a little bit like Peter Forsberg.
That's a great.
Awesome play there by Struble. Struble just loves to hit. He is an incredible football player, not a big kid. And across midfield we go. That's number 12.
He can push that if he wants.
Paxton Zuck. All out. He's going to come off the field. Paxton more of a defensive player. He unloaded that quick. Tyler Grove with the ball. Marshall Moss out there. And looks like Reese Hoy. No.
Got Abbott, Gotro, Lyle Henninger.
It's Henninger out there. Thank you. All right, Sailors working the ball. Moss gets it back behind the net to DiBiaso. Ethan with the ball at X, sends it up this right side to Henninger. Left side. Henninger looking.
Nice pass. That's a great pass by Lyle.
Ball on the ground, and that one's gobbled up by the Grand Junction goaltender. Ball to midfield. Sailors pick it up, and here comes Steamboat back the other way. Xander Harvey with wheels. Xander, the sophomore, sends that ball across to Henninger. Henninger walks his way in, looks for DiBiaso. DiBiaso steps up, sends it up to Grove. Grove and the Sailors are going to slow it down back to Marshall Moss at midfield. Down to Redfern on the far side, right wing.
I actually really like Ethan DiBiaso's matchup. He's against a huge guy. He looks like he's 6'2", 6'3 plus. Ethan's a smaller guy, and it's really hard for a big guy like that to guard a little guy without fouling him. I think Ethan should try to take him to the goal.
All right, let's look for that. Pass in front. Marshall Moss with the shot and a goal! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Marshall Moss, huge goal there. Finally, he hit the net.
I knew he had a lot of shots. I didn't realize he didn't hit the. He had one really good save.
He's had a couple shots on there, but I'm sure that's going to settle him down a little bit.
I would agree.
I'd like to thank our friends at Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing you local point-of-sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com, one of our many great Sailor sponsors. So face-off back to the face-off X right now. Sailors on top 2-0, 34.4 seconds left in this first quarter. And that ball, and the Sailors able to control that face-off. So a nice job by Solentich and a better job here by Byer. Finn having a great game thus far.
Sure is.
Sends that ball to Cohen. Good little give and go from Redford. Shot. That one goes wide. DiBiaso gets that ball. Sailors feel like, you can feel like, okay, now we got a couple of goals. We're starting to breathe. Sailors controlling, dominating here, time of possession, 2-0 to score. Sailors leading. Redfern with the ball spins. His shot goes high and wide. It will be Sailors' possession. Take this opportunity to thank Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more. West Steamboat off of Highway 40. Lyle Henninger with it. Henninger to the top.
3 seconds.
And he's going to send that one wide, and that does it. Waited for that last shot. So we got to be happy after that first quarter, Neil.
I would think so. I mean, you're on the road, it's hot, and you've outshot the other team 12-0 maybe.
Yeah.
The other team literally hasn't, I mean, they have one shot, but it missed the cage, so 12-1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you got to be really happy if that's, if you were, before the game, we're told that was going to be the score under these circumstances, and I think you'd be really happy.
No doubt. We just got to keep, hockey coach here, you got to winning every period, win every quarter here. They won the first one. Check that box. I like the way the Sailors are playing. Great possession. Let's see if they can keep rolling here. We'll take this opportunity to thank Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law. When life finds you in the penalty box, Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law, has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. Also like to thank the Paoli Group, the international real estate brokerage, the agency. Let Chris Paoli and his team help you with all your real estate needs. The Paoli Group has you covered.
The girls play more. Yeah, exactly.
Of course, you can listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Neil Redfern alongside me, Brian Harvey. Neil, you got double duty here. I put you to work, Neil, running the camera, and I'm making you think a little bit. I love this pitch. What a great field this is.
It's beautiful. I think they've done a great job. I really like the steep bleachers because it feels like you're sitting right on the field. And I love the shooting nets all around, and they need that one on the sideline because there's a major road there, but it's a great venue, and it seems like CMU is very generous lending it out to the high school teams in the area for various sports.
Absolutely, and I hear Grand Junction will have a new stadium and field on their campus next year. So next year, if we come back again, we'll be playing at Grand Junction High School. This is a sort of a makeup of three schools. I think there's a couple of kids from Palisade and then one of the other Grand Junction high schools. Of course, Fruita Monument has their own team. Back to the Face-Off X we go. Caden Salention has won 2 and just wants to maintain sort of above that 50% range. Sailors trying to control ball down. That one is controlled by Grand Junction. Ball into the box. Bringing that ball in. Down to the goal line they go. That's number 5, Hewitt. He sends that ball out front. Wild pass. But that one's going to be gobbled up by that midfielder coming on. So Grand Junction now settling at X. Sailors defending. We've got Sean Struble out there. George Redfern. There's a shot. That one hits off the goalpost. And it looks like that nearly went out on the road. Got some high nets there. That's probably smart. So it will be Grand Junction ball far side. Let's see. We've got Barron Fleming and Paxton Zuck out there. Jeffrey Sturgis. Struble out there. Xander Harvey. And controlling the ball here, Grand Junction. Working it back. That's Hewitt with the ball. Hewitt sends it up top there to Baver. Baver with the ball. He's going to slow it down now. He dodges.
It's a great double team by Henry Jameson.
Henry. Wow. They're going to call the push on Steamboat.
I'm not sure I saw that, actually.
I thought that was a great play by Henry Jameson.
That's what it looked like to me.
Looked like he was playing field hockey out there. So Grand Junction with the ball. Good pressure here by your Sailors. Xander Harvey stepping up big here. Now Finn Byer coming, trying to hit that midfielder. That's number 14, Brinton. And
okay, that is an illegal substitution right there. They had 7 guys on the field for a split second. The refs were standing right there. I think you called that. Or tell us before the game that we don't have to
get all the way off.
It's not hockey.
And Xander Harvey's going to pick that ball up. Z looking. Now puts on the brakes, heads back the other way, looking for a little help. Needs a little support over here. And Xander, nice defensive play.
Paxton's open. Now he's not open. We got about 2 seconds to get this thing over, I think.
Sturgis is going to leg it across. He makes
barely.
it just in time. You got what, 10 seconds, right, to get it across?
20.
20. And then the Tigers back the other way to midfield. On that far side, that's number 23, Haynes. Grand Junction slowing it down, getting some fresh legs on the field.
I don't think Paxton was expecting that ball, and he's got a bunch of white jerseys behind him. I think we just pulled that one out. Make him play defense.
So here we go. Sturgis up top. There's a ground ball shot. Ike up for it. Alexander with the save. He's going to send that ball up to Z. Oh, Z gets hit hard, loses the ball, and Sailors are going to get possession. What was the call there?
I don't really know, actually. It looked like a clean hit to me, but it looks like it's going to be red ball.
So we'll take it. Reese Hoy. Across midfield. We're down to 8:53. Steamboat on top 2-0. Take this opportunity to thank our friends at Mountain West. Top above the box, sends it down to Henninger in the box, down to DBA, so back to Henninger. Henninger fakes the shot, sends it to Hoy. Hoy across here to Gotro. Gotro down to the goal line. Do have a man up, but Grand Junction goaltender going to bring it up to midfield, and they're going to try to kill some clock here. Grand Junction.
All right, we got pole on pole here.
Sends that ball down that far side. Brady Campbell with it, and Sailors on top 2-0, 7:55 and counting left in this second quarter. And it looks like the penalty is up. Number 22, Aiden Cassidy, bringing that ball in right side. There's a shot on Alexander. Ike makes the save, and here comes Reese Hoy. He's got wheels, and he's going to use them. Hoy legging it into the box. Turn it back, send it to Henninger. Henninger fakes the shot. Back to Grove, across to Moss. Moss here. They're going to get it. Looks like Cohen Vanderbilt is coming in for Hoy. letting his attackman feel that. Back up top it goes. That's Hewitt with the ball. Hewitt being defended there by Henry Jamison. And now Grand Junction driving the net far side. Brinton with a shot. That one goes over the net, and it looks like it will be Grand Junction possession. 4:36 left in the second quarter. Sailors leading 4-0. Sailors, this right here is longest offensive possession we've seen from Grand Junction. Grand Junction in white, Sailors in red if you're watching at home. Again, a big shout out to Mountain View Car Wash Self-Serve for providing the video. Hopefully we got it back up and running. Looks like we've got all 3 green lights up. Down that far side goes Hewitt. Good pressure there by Jamo. Hewitt now sends it to the top of the box, far side right. Jacob Davidoff with the long pole defending. And now Jamo steps in, errant pass. That ball hits the turf. Sailors can't come up with it, but now they do. And that's Struble. Struble, gets crunched by 2 Tigers. Struble, though, is going to drive that attackman out of bounds. No call. Good idea, though. And Grand Junction maintains possession. Sturgis defending behind the net. That's Cassidy with the ball. And Cassidy's at X right now. 3:30 left in this first half. Sailors on top 4-0. Ball sent up top right side. Good defense there by Jamison. Struble there on the far side. Now Sturgis defending behind the net. That's Cassidy with the ball at X. Cassidy directing traffic. Cassidy from behind the net, circling. Kicks it to the top of the box. That's a wild pass. It's going to go almost to midfield. Doesn't go out of bounds. But
great play.
Awesome play by Z, Sander Harvey. So it will be Sailor ball as he sent that Tiger lurching to the wrong side of the sideline. So Reese Hoy quickly gets that ball into Xander. Harvey driving in. Here comes Z. Z. Oh! Xander! Oh, an opportunity to shoot. He lost the ball, got his own rebound, got the shot off, but that one's saved by the goaltender. And coming right back in here, Finn Byer on the transition, though. Here come the Tigers. That ball deflected high in the air. Tigers maintain control. That's Knob with the ball. He sends that ball over to Weber. Weber up top there to Baver, and that ball taken away. And here comes Gautreaux. Gautreaux across the field, making his way to the box. Gautreaux, such a big dude.
Yeah, they're going to call a ward on that every time.
They're going to call the ward. So in that situation, what you're saying is Gautreaux should just grab the stick with both hands.
Grab it with both hands if you're going to make contact, or just try to run through him, run around, or not through him, but run around him.
Yeah. Gautreaux's a football player. He likes to go through.
He's a great lacrosse player. He's had a great season.
Oh, he's a great athlete and an awesome kid. 2:03 left in this second quarter. 4-0 the score. Sailors on top. And that ball back to Jamison. Jamison gets that ball up far side, and here comes Steamboat. That's Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch. Oh, couldn't get the shot off. He was running right behind the defender who was running with him. Pretty nice run there.
99 is one of their best players. I think that's a good one to maybe know the personnel on the other side and maybe get rid of that, but I'm glad we got the ball back.
And there's a shot, high to low, and over the net it goes. Cohen Vanderbosch. It will be Sailor ball, though. Redfern with it behind the net. He's got some support there by DiBiaso. And Ethan sends it up to Henniger. Henniger with a man in his grill. Now rolls it back. Oh. And Cohen Vanderbosch is going to scoot that one back in. It's going to be picked up by Tyler Grove. So Sailors maintain possession as you roll it down to about a minute. Looking to get this last shot here. Hoy in traffic. Now back to Grove. Grove with it. Tyler Grove. Down this right side to Redfern. We're down to 49 seconds. Redfern jogs behind the net with the ball. Going to cruise to
Definitely want to hold this, in my mind, to the last 15 seconds, but it looks like we're not doing that.
Back up top. Sailors.
There's just no reason for us to let them get a cheap goal at the end here.
Driving, Vanderbosch, his shot goes wide. And we get a quick whistle here with 29 seconds left. And it looks like it will be Sailor ball. So Redford with possession, gets a nice pick there from Hoy. And Redford now trying to drive the net. Redford with a shot, nice stop there. There's a rebound, that ball's out, ball's loose.
Oh, good try.
And a nice play there by the Grand Junction goaltender, number 77, Gordy Stidel. And here comes Grand Junction across. That one's taken away by Jamo. Jamo gets it up quick. We're down to 1 second, and that's going to do it. So after one half of play, Neil, Steamboat Sailors on top 4-0. As you said earlier, I think if we were going to say coming into this game, if we were up 4-0 after one half, we'd be pretty happy. What's your thoughts on that first half of play?
I think so. I think the last 5 minutes, Grand Junction actually outplayed us. I think they got some shots. They made us play a bunch of defense, and then on offense, we weren't as patient as we had been and weren't getting the shots and that we wanted to on offense. So I think that Grand Junction might have a little bit of momentum coming into the second half and a little bit of confidence. But I think for the most part, we've outplayed them by quite a stretch.
So your Steamboat Sailors on top 4-0. Steamboat has gotten goals from Lyle Henninger, George Redfern, Marshall Moss, and Abbott Gotro. Sailors spreading it out, and I think if we can hit the cage, we'll start scoring a few more goals. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in less than 10 minutes with second half action here on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial. You can listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. That live stream provided by Mountain View Car Wash Self-Serve with 3 convenient locations across the valley. 2 in Steamboat, 1 in Hayden. That's Mountain View Car Wash Self-Serve. Also, you can listen on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com and right here on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial.
No feed right now.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law,
Mountain Eye Works,
One-Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Mountain Eye Works, open for all your eye care needs. Whether you're on the field, court, or ice, Mountain Eye Works will help you play to the best of your ability.
Mountain Eye Works.
Let our family help your family see better.
Dr. Erica Musgrove and Dr. Brian Williams provide comprehensive eye care for all ages.
Come see all the latest fashions, the glasses, and sunglasses. Mountain Eye Works, located in Central Park Plaza in Steamboat.
Schedule an appointment today at mountaineyworks.com.
Go Sailors!
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Dotson Payment Solutions are proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailors broadcast on KTYV Sports on FM. Hi, this is Zach from Dotson Payment Solutions. Are you running a local business and tired of paying too much for credit card processing and not getting the local technical support you need? Join our team today at DotsonPOS.com. That's DODSONPOS.com. Dotson Payment Solutions is a home team for point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more, and a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors, your home team.
Hi, this is PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank. Yampa Valley Bank is so proud to sponsor the Steamboat Sailor Athletics. The Sailors consistently have the best all-around athletes, biggest hearts, and the loudest, most loyal fans. Thank you for your support of the Steamboat Sailors. Listen and watch on Steamboat Radio, KTYV 105.7, Sports on FM. And remember, let's go, Sailors!
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hi, I'm Baron Fleming. I'm number 8. I've been playing lacrosse since the 7th grade. My goals for this team this year is to make it all the way to the state championship. My personal goals is to score a goal. Outside of lacrosse, I play football and ski. My favorite class in school is applied engineering because it's very hands-on. Over the summer, I'm just going to work and hit the river. After graduation, I plan to go to college, but I'm still undecided as to where. My favorite movie is Star Wars Phantom Menace because it's awesome. I don't have a favorite book. I am Baron Fleming, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank, and I want you to know how proud we are to sponsor this Steamboat Sailor sports broadcast on KTYV Sports on the FM. Steamboat Sailor fans are the best, and we support our sailors on turf, the court, the pitch, and even the track. If you can't be there to cheer our sailors on in person, Yampa Valley Bank is thrilled to provide this broadcast just for you. Go Steamboat, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor sports broadcast.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, ACE invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
I'm Xander Harvey. I'm number 22, and I'm a defenseman. I've been playing lacrosse since about 4th grade. My goals for the team is to win a state championship, and my personal goals is to get better IQ. Outside of lacrosse, I play hockey, and my favorite class in school is probably med prep because I kind of want to pursue that passion. Over the summer, I kind of just hang out with friends, go to the river. After graduation, I want to go to med school. My favorite movie is probably Top Gun. My favorite book, probably To Kill a Mockingbird. And I'm Xander Harvey, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group, supported by the Group Real Estate.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like at Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go, Sailors.
Dotson Payment Solutions are proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailors broadcast on KTYV Sports on FM. Hi, this is Zach from Dotson Payment Solutions. Are you running a local business and tired of paying too much for credit card processing and not getting the local technical support you need? Join our team today at DotsonPOS.com. That's DOTSONPOS.com. Dotson Payment Solutions is a home team for point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more, and a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors, your home team.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Finn Chapman. I'm number 17. I play midi. I've been playing lacrosse since middle school. The goals for this team is to win as much as possible. Personally, I just want to be the best player I can. Outside of lacrosse, I play hockey. I golf a lot. Favorite class in school is probably Mr. Venner's. Over the summer, I just chill in the sun and golf. After graduation, I'm probably going to go to college. Favorite movie, probably The Godfather. Favorite book, The Book Thief. I am Finn Chapman, and I am proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Brian Harvey, Neil Redfern back live here on the beautiful campus of Colorado Mesa University. And the Steamboat Sailors on top 4-0 after one half of play. Big shout out to a few of our sponsors. I'd like to thank Mountain View Car Wash, self-serve with 3 convenient locations. They're providing the live stream today, the video live stream. We did have some issues with it earlier in the first half. Hopefully we've gotten those figured out. We did a little reboot of our Boxcaster, and it appears to be running smoothly. You can listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Again, a big shout out to Travis and the gang at Mountain View Car Wash. Self-serve with 3 locations behind Freshies. The self-serve car wash just next to Golden Leaf, West Steamboat, and then in Hayden as well. We'd also like to thank our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Dotson Payment Solutions, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law, the Paoli Group of the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency, of course our friends at Steamboat Motors, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountain Eyeworks, Steamboat Roofing, and One Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto Clinic. So after one half of play, your Steamboat Sailors on top 4-0. Dominated for the first quarter and a half, but Neil, as you mentioned, Grand Junction came on late in that second half, and the Sailors need to, as I like to say, batten down the hatches here.
Yeah, I'd agree. Grand Junction had a bunch of opportunities in that end of that second quarter. We got lucky to walk away with a 4-0 score, in my opinion, and so I think that's great. We're up 4-0, but we got to make sure we keep keeping the pressure on offensively and stay on top of those ground balls.
Yeah, 4 goals is nothing in this game. As I say, they are scored in bunches. To the face-off X we go. Caden Salention, the sophomore, going up against big number 30, Jack Banks, who is the Fogo here for the Tigers. That ball down, and Sailors able to get that ground ball despite Banks raking it, but the Sailors get it up to George Redfern, far side. Redfern is going to bring it back behind the next to DiBiaso. Henninger flashing for him, but DiBiaso is going to roll around the net here, near side. Up left wing, now over to Reese Hoy. Hoy slides that one across to Tyler Grove. Grove with it, right wing now. He stops, nice little move there. Now he's going to kick it back up top. Cohen Vanderbilt! gosh, finds the top shelf. Sailors have scored several top shelf goals here. Do they see something in film maybe?
They might. The goalie does have a tendency to kind of bend his legs when he sees somebody wind up, and so maybe that's part of the scouting report. But that was Tyler Grove on that play. Nice shot by Cohen for sure, but he really dusted his guy, drew the double team, dumped the ball, and then we get a goal out of it.
Yeah.
That's a big goal in my opinion.
Huge. Get a little separation.
A little momentum. Yeah, a little more separation, a little momentum heading into the second half.
So we got Jeffrey here near side with the short goal number 9, Finn Byer. He has been a beast this game. Not maybe showing up much on the traditional stat sheet, but he's got a lot of ground balls and he's making a lot of noise, and there he goes. He picks up that ground ball as we speak. Finn Byer, senior captain, brings it in. Byer on the, steps out.
Yeah, that should have been delay of game on us. You got to drop the ball when the ref blows the whistle.
So, Sailors here on this ride, trying to keep Grand Junction on their side of midfield. Ball goes down, and we're going to get a quick whistle here.
Looks like they're going to get the Sailors for push with possession. That's a 32nd.
So, man-up situation here. I'd like to thank our friends at Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law. When you find yourself in life's real penalty box, Ellen & Strom's attorney at law has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. So the Tigers with the ball and possession. Far side, that's Hewitt with it. Hewitt works that ball down deep. Back to X it goes. Sailors packing the box. That's Henry Jameson coming out. Working the perimeter here.
Pretty far out.
And on that far side, down to the goal line, we've got Jacob Davidoff up top here. Xander Harvey. And penalty has released, so teams are at full strength. Nice play there by Jamo. Ball on the ground.
Xander.
Oh, that's Xander Harvey using his hockey skills there. And Z, does he come up with it? No, he's tripped from behind. No call. Ball down. And it's still on the ground, and it finally goes out of bounds. It'll be Sailor ball. Wow. So why wasn't the trip called there? Was that a...
I don't know. They just called the push with possession. That was the right call. The trip would have been a right call, too. I don't know.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And Marshall Moss now with a shot. That one goes over the net. And it will be Sailor ball. George is going to get it at X.
George's guy's not ready. He should go hard here.
George looking to make the pass. Wheeling it back behind the net. And spinning. Oh, George puts it in. Nice play by George Redford. What happened there, Neil?
Well, number 20 was guarding him, and George caught it behind the goal, about 10 yards behind the goal, and 20 still wasn't at the goal line extended yet, so he had to close out on George, and George recognized that. He went to the goal, and then he ended up with a short stick on him, redodged the short stick, and was able to get a good shot.
That makes it 6-0 right now, 9:48 left in this third quarter. So the Sailors came out. They got some good instruction, and they're following it because we got the momentum back, which is nice. So back to the face-off X we go. Banks again. Face-off man, ball down. And a good job by Solentich to play the body there. And Sailors, have they come up with it yet? Now Caden with it. Caden looking, finds his man. And here comes Z, Xander Harvey with wheels. Xander bringing it into the box. Z to Henninger. Henninger shot off the shin of the defender. That one hurt Meek.
That was a fantastic play by Caden Solentich, staying composed and finding his outlet, Xander, and getting it clear, getting us the possession.
So Grant Lewis actually took that face-off for Grand Junction. So Solentich doing a good job here. He's had about 75% winning percentage on those face-offs. There's a shot and a goal. Tyler Grove gets on the score sheet. What happened there, Coach?
Well, Marshall had a nice look to him. hesitation really made the defense bite, and then he was able to get topside and have a 7-yard shot maybe.
So the Sailors now extend the lead to 7-0. 9:07 left in this third quarter. Caden Solentich back to the face-off X. Still a lot of lacrosse left here.
A lot of time, but 7-0 with 9 minutes left in the third quarter feels pretty good. But
yes,
you're right. This could be tied in 4 minutes.
All right, Jeffrey Sturgis near side. Sean Struble with a long pull on the far side. Solentich and Banks going at it. And it's going to be Sailor ball.
It's withholding the ball on number 30.
So Caden really starting to get in his groove here. And walking that ball in is
Reese Hoy.
Hoy gets it back to DiBieso. DiBieso with it. DiBieso brings it up to the top of the box here. Sailors in red if you're watching on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. He slings that ball across the top of the box to Gautreaux. Gautreaux, the Cajun connection on the far side. To Redford, back up to Hoy. Hoy looking to get this shot off. He's got a man in his grill. Loses the ball. Ball's on the turf. And it will be Sailor ball. Loose ball push there. And so the Sailors will maintain possession here. 8:27 left in the third. Lyle Henninger with it. Henninger.
I like Tyler Grove getting ahead of steam here.
He's got some wheels. Grove, the sophomore, driving that right side. In tight, and what nice ball there to Gautreaux. Gautreaux underhanded it, couldn't get it. Nice stop. Steidel's playing a good game in between the pipes. He's really, honestly, even though it's 7-0 right now, he has made some big saves here for the Tigers. Errant pass there, and that one goes out of bounds, and it'll be Sailor ball.
They're subbing. We might have numbers here. Maybe we don't.
Henninger going to walk in. Oh, nice play there by Steidel. Steidel's going to take that ball over midfield. He's going to bring it to the box. And there's the pass over to number 18, Sturry. Sturry sends that ball across the pitch to Campbell. Campbell with it. Good defense here by Davidoff. That ball sent wide to Britton. Britton now has it on the far side. Brings it to the box. Uh-oh, that's a bad pass, and Sailors get possession. So it feels like Steamboat's starting to get in their heads a little bit.
Yeah, that's a tough turnover if you're Grand Junction.
Long pass across. And that's Paxton Zuck right now. Zuck with 2 men on him. Nice play by Zuck. Paxton across midfield, looking. Stops. Oh, loses that ball. Nice defensive play by the midfielder. That's number 26.
Great trail check by Cohen Vanderbosch.
And here comes Sailors back the other way. Marshall Moss across midfield. Moss now looking for a man out front. He finds him.
Pass.
Cohen Vanderbosch. Oh, had DiBieso flashing in front of the net. But a great play by Lyle Henninger to get that before it goes out of bounds. And the Sailors able to possess. Sailors gained the box man on his grill. Oh, coming quick. Nice job there. And a shot by Marshall Moss. That one goes high and just a bit outside. We're down to 6:22 left in this third quarter. 7-0 the score. Sailors on top. George Redfern with the ball from X. Redfern drives to the back of the net. Dips it there to Moss. Moss sends that one in, and Sailors first to the end line, and it'll be Sailor possession. DiBieso with it. Up here to Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch dodges, rolls. And Vanderbosch now looks back behind the net. Ethan DiBieso with it. Got a big defender on him. And Henninger now. Fires up to the top of the box to Gautreaux. Abbott bringing it down that far side. Now to Moss. And good defensive play there. Moss couldn't hold on to it. Here come the Tigers out. That's big number 99, Hewitt. Dangerous pass there as it goes across the field. Z's going to pick that one up, and now he's going to change direction. Looking, and he's going to pass that ball back to Jamo. Jamison now looking for the long clear. And he sends that one up.
Pass.
Beautiful pass to Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch to Tyler Grove, weaving his way in.
Nice job.
Tyler Grove with his second goal. Paint the picture on that one, Neil.
So what I saw is Xander Harvey did a great job getting the ground ball, and rather than run upfield through the traffic, he circled back, took his time, found Finn, or I thought he was throwing it to Finn Byer, but it looked like he threw it in that vicinity. Cohen Vanderbosch picks it off, and then they play a pretty aggressive ride, so they stretch out quite a bit on their ride, and left Tyler Grove wide open, and Tyler buried it, and a really tough one for their goalie and tough one for their team to get that kind of goal off of a clear.
So, in fact, Tigers are going to take a timeout here, down 8-0 with 5:13 left in this third quarter. It has been all Steamboat, and it's got to be tough, too, because when they get some offense, when they get some shots, Ike's made 3-4 solid stops here today that could have been goals.
He has. I'm not sure. Do they have a shot on goal in the third quarter yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They don't like that side of the field. They're waiting for the other side of the field, maybe.
I'd like to thank our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending. Yampa Valley Bank bringing you the big check of the game, member FDIC. Also like to thank Harris, Charlie, and the gang at Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the sailors get a good night's sleep. Coming for a test nap today, easy to find on Loggers Lane, West Steamboat. And Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing local point-of-sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. They're local. They'll get you set up, and they're there to answer the phone. So right now, the Sailors on top, 8-0. 5:13 left in this third quarter. And the Sailors just got to keep putting the pedal to the metal here. Play smart. Control the ball. Anything else, Coach?
I mean, I think to keep on trying to get good looks. Let's keep putting a few more in the back of the goal. As you keep saying, there's still a lot of time, so don't want to get too comfortable, too cocky. Yeah.
So we got Finn Byer on the far side with the long pole. Jeffrey Sturgis here on the near side. Caden Selencic, the surgeon, at the face-off X. There's that ball. Finn Byer gets it. Sailors control another one. Byer now. Rifles that one across the field. And
we need to get the ball in the box quickly.
And George is going to do that. Redfern down that right side. Redfern one-on-one. Stidell makes a great stop. And Sailors couldn't get the rebound. Vanderbosch was there. Got a stick on it. And here he goes. Number 44 wheeling it in here. Weber gains the box. Fans not happy with the non-call there. We're down to 4:20 left in this third quarter. All right, Tigers controlling. Working it up to the top of the box. Defending here for Steamboat. We got Finn Byer with the long pole. Top of the box there. On the far side, that's Reese Hoy. Jeffrey Sturgis, our midfielders. Spinning, shooting, off the crossbar. Oh my, I got a little bit lucky on that. That one goes all the way to the Steamboat side of the field. So it will be red ball.
I don't understand that call, actually. I think he was calling it over and back, yeah, which is not, because it's still a shot.
Sturgis loses the ball. So an opportunity there. Whistle again. We're down to 3:52. Again, Sailors leading 8-0. And it will be Tigers ball here. Tigers in white with black numbers. Sailors in all red. number 22 there with that ball. That's Cassidy. Cassidy slides that one across to Knob. Knob with the ball to the top of the box there to number 18, Sturry. Sturry to Hewitt, and defending there on that far side is Barron Fleming.
This guy wants his right hand.
Fleming keeping him wide to the left. Back up to the top of the box. Paxton Zuck defending, and another beautiful stop there by Ike Alexander. He's having a great game between the pipes. 8-0 the score. Sailors leading. And Zuck with the ball, looking for some help. Puts that one across to Finn Byer. Byer now with wheels. Byer coming to the sideline. All right, now he comes into the box. Byer looking, loses the ball, gets it back. Beautiful stop by Stidell. Ball on the pitch. Steamboat get it. Still no possession. Ball still on the ground. And now, Cohen Vanderbosch comes up with it, and they're going to say it is Tiger ball. Down to 2:43. Was that a Ward call?
I think he was playing with the free hand while the ball was loose. Got to keep two hands on the stick.
Got it. So, ball down.
That's a nice check.
Nice play there by Sean Struble. He is not afraid of contact. Here come the Tigers bringing it in out front. And that is Henry Jameson with wheels and a lawn pole. Bringing it in, looking for some help. He finds Redfern. Sailors are going to call the timeout. So with 2:16 left in the third, 8-0 the score. It's all Steamboat Sailors. I'd like to thank our friends at Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more. Knowledgeable advice, helpful service, quality products. West Steamboat on Highway 40. And Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law. When life finds you in the real penalty box. Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law, has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to allenstrom.com. So, Coach, it's a good time out there. We were a little frenzied coming up.
Yeah, I think so. Just to maintain that possession and maybe enforce that we want to hang onto the ball in the offensive end for the last couple minutes here, or at least get a good shot. We don't have to hold it for full 2 minutes and 16 seconds, but we don't want to puke the ball and have them get a chance to get a couple quick ones before the end of the third quarter.
So the Sailors call the timeout. Red shirts fired up right now with an 8-0 lead. 2:16 left in the third. This is Lacrosse, though. Still plenty of time here. But Sailors have possession, and they look to try to get another one here before the end of the quarter. 2:16 left. Tyler Grove, the sophomore, having a great game. Love the way this, as you said, to cut down on the turnovers and really starting to gain confidence. It was sort of their youngest position after last year's graduation. And our midfielders have gained momentum. Tyler Grove, one of them, the sophomore with the ball.
He's up against their best player. I think we move the ball here.
And Grove now looking. He's got help here. He's going to throw that one into Henniger. Henniger now up top to Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch now striding in. Vanderbosch makes a move, puts it in. Huge goal by Cohen Vanderbosch, his second of the game. What happened, Coach?
Well, he had a nice topside righty split dodge, and he just buried it. Nice bounce shot, and then he drew a penalty on a late hit. So that'll be 1 minute, man up for us.
That's huge. And Sailors, will they have possession?
Yeah, they should have possession because it happened after the shot. So should not be a face-off.
So it does look like the Sailors will have possession here. 1:52 left, 9-0 the score. Right now, domination by your Steamboat Sailors. They'll be playing the winner of the Aspen. Who's Aspen? I think they're
playing Green Mountain.
Do you know anything about Green Mountain?
Battle Mountain beat them by a couple, maybe 2 weeks ago.
So that's not that could be a tough game for Aspen. Aspen not really playing out of the Mountain Conference. So with control here. Man up situation, working this right side. DiBiaso to Henninger. Henninger up top to Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch over to Gautreau. Gautreau down to the goal line to Marshall Moss. And now Henninger. Oh, my. Lyle Henninger gets his second goal of the game.
That was a great shot. Now the floodgates seem to have been opened.
Yeah. 10-0 to score. Paint the picture for those listening at home on the radio. Ball movement.
So that's good ball movement. They Steamboat was started in a 3-3. Then George peels off the crease to the left wing. Marshall Moss makes a pass down to him, and they had too much defense on that left side of the field. And then George was able to make the through pass to Lyle, and I think he got it off right before he got checked.
So
has a really hard shot. If he can hit the cage, he knows how many goals he can score when he hits the cage, because his shot's really hard to see, and if it's hard to see, it's hard to stop.
Back to the face-off X we go. Caden Selentich having a good day here. The surgeon. He's got Sturgis here near side, Struble far side. That ball popped up. And that ball down. And Henninger battling for it. And so they're going to say white ball. You get a push on that one? Or
I didn't see the push. I don't doubt the call, but I did not see it.
Me neither. Weber with the ball here. A couple Sailors on it. Henninger and DiBiaso. Nice play there by Weber as he kicks that ball in to number 22, Cassidy. Cassidy gets the goal. So finally solved the riddle. That is Ike Alexander. Coach, I was looking down at my score sheet trying to figure out who had the ball. What happened on that one? Did you see?
So we had a nice little ride on number 44, their best offensive player. It looked like we were going to put him out of bounds. Maybe we sent one too many guys towards him once he crossed the midline. So they had sort of a transition opportunity. Number 22 put it in what looked like his offhand and got topside on our guy and had probably an 8-yard bounce shot on Ike, and had a nice finish.
So that breaks the seal for the Tigers. 10-1 the score. Sailors up by 9. Back to the face-off X we go. We got Paxton Zuck here near side, and Finbyer on the far side, ball down. And Zuck couldn't quite get that one. And that one is going to be controlled here by the Tigers. And here they come far side. Baber with the ball. Baber gets it back on the give and go. Sends it in front of the net, back behind the net, it goes. We're down to 44 seconds here left in this third quarter. Sailors on top, 9-1, 10-1. And defending there is Xander Harvey. Ball sent to the top of the box. Jake David off there defending. We've got Finbyer out there, long stick midi. And that's Xander Harvey pushing his defender out wide, or his offender. And working that ball in. There's a pass down low to the crease, and the Sailors are going to gobble that one up. Finbyer, I don't know, that's about his 10th ground ball. Gets it up to Marshall Moss. Moss, quick transition. Couldn't pick it up. Ball still on the turf. Marshall having a hard time. And that's going to do it. So after 3 quarters of play, Steamboat Sailors on top, 10-1. Sailors have gotten 2 goals from Tyler Grove, 2 goals from George Redfern, 2 from Cohen Vanderbosch, 2 from Lyle Henninger, a goal from Marshall Moss, and a goal from Abbott Gautreau. Spreading it out nicely on the score sheet there.
Agreed, and that's hard if you're the defense when the scoring is spread out like that. You don't have just one guy to focus on.
Sailors, 1 more quarter left, and they'll be moving on to the third round. I think it's the quarterfinals at that point of the Colorado State 4A playoffs, but we got a lot of lacrosse left. I'd like to thank our friends at Steamboat Motors, Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram trucks with store-to-door service and online at steamboatmotors.com, West Steamboat on Highway 40. Also like to thank Steamboat Roofing for all your roofing needs. Go to steamboatroofing.com. Helping the Sailors raise the roof after every victory. It's me, Brian Harvey, alongside the coach, Neil Redfern. Neil doing double duty here, running the camera, and it looks, knock on wood, like we've got a clear signal here. You can watch this game and listen to it at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, thanks to Mountain View Car Wash Self-Serve, with 3 convenient locations behind Freshies in Steamboat, the self-serve car wash there. Right next to Golden Leaf, west of Steamboat, and in Hayden, further west of Steamboat. For all your car wash needs, go see Travis and the crew at Mountain View Car Wash Self-Serve. So here we are, Face-Off X, fourth quarter action. Jeffrey Sturgis near side, Finn Byer with a long pole on the far side. Caden Salentich back at the Face-Off X, going up against the big Jack Banks. Johnson here near side, and number 99, Weston Hewitt on the far side for the Tigers. Ball is set. And
all right, we just got pushed.
It will be Steamboat ball. Sailors are going to be moving left to right in this fourth quarter. Sturgis with it. Sturgis looking for a little bit of help. Oh!
I mean, we got 99 on their best player on him. I think we just got to get past that ball and hang on to it for a little bit here.
Oh, there's a bad pass. DiBieso can't come up with it, and to the goaltender it goes. Stidel makes the save. And Stidel looking for the clear. Sailors here on the ride. Forecheck, as we call it. Gilman clear there. Long one. Sailors, and Xander Harvey is going to get that ball. He fires it up, looking for Finn Byer. And now it's Sailors' ball. Paxton Zuck. Zuck looking for a little help. He finds Sturgis. Sturgis puts it back behind the net to DiBieso. Ethan with it, add X. He slides it up far side. There's a shot. And Kyler Grove looking for his third goal of the game. Nice stop by Stidel, who's had a good game between the pipes here. Lumbering across midfield, that's big number 14, Britton.
We're offsides.
And pass out front, and there's a shot, and Ike with the stop. We still have too many men on our side.
I don't know, the ref must not have seen it, but Lyle had a nice hard ride and got kind of blown onto the other side of the field, so we were offsides for a few seconds.
Sailors, though, with the ball. I won't tell if you don't tell. Cohen Vanderbosch to Gotro. Gotro in traffic. Kicks that ball back out. Still on the turf. Vanderbosch can't pick it up. Now it's
Let's
picked
get
up.
that ball behind the goal.
And the Sailors finally come up with it. All right, that's Chapman right now with the ball for your Steamboat Sailors. Finn puts it across to Gotro. Gotro back to Chapman. Chapman with the ball. Chapman gains the box. Finn, Chappie loses it. Ball back down on the turf. And set up here. On the transition, here comes the Tigers roaring into the Steamboat box. We're down to 9:30 left in this ball game. Steamboat up 10-1. Sailors need a stop here. Back behind the net. Go the Tigers. Up this near side there to Weber. Weber with the ball. He rotates back to X. And Xander Harvey defending. Weber goes down. Good defense. We got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to go against Z. Back up top, there's a shot. That one's blocked, and it goes across the goal line. And the Sailors will be a man down. What do you think the call was there,
I think
Coach?
that was a slash. We'll see in 1 second here.
So where are you allowed to hit with the stick when they get called for the slash, and where aren't you?
Well, you're allowed to hit the glove and the stick.
Okay.
If you have two hands on the stick, they're going to let you hit his arm, even though you really shouldn't be just hitting his arm and elbow. If you have one hand on the stick, you shouldn't be hitting that free arm ever, but they don't necessarily call that. But I'm sure what the call was is he got him in the head.
Got it. Ball up top, man up situation here for the Tigers as they work the perimeter. Defending here, Paxton Zuck, short pole midfielder here. We've got number 21 out there, Daniel McLaughlin. Sailors got some younger players out there. That's JMO on the far side. Back up top, right side, working it back there. That's Cassidy. Cassidy looking, kicks it up to Hewitt. There's a shot, and Ike makes the stop. Ball back down, picked up there by Weber, and the Sailors able to get it, can't clear. Look out, there's a shot, and a nice play there by McLaughlin to just get his long pole on it. And McLaughlin's going to come off. It will be Sailor possession as we are down to 7:59 left in this ball game. Sailors on top. Long pass to Zuck. Paxton Zuck's going to run this one in. Nice pass there.
Oh, nice look by Baron Fleming.
Fleming over to Moss, and Moss sends that one just a bit outside. So Sailors and DiBiaso with control, working it up that far side to Henninger. Henninger to Grove. Grove now with the ball. Sailors leading 10-1. And Grove weaving his way through. Oh, he gets D-stick. Good defensive play there. Number 99 having a game, Weston Hewitt.
Yeah, I feel like there's we're showing a little bit of a lack of discipline here. We know he's their best player. If he is anywhere near the ball, let's give it to somebody else. We don't need to dodge him. We don't need to dodge if he's the one sliding. Let's keep that ball moving because these other guys aren't hurting us the way he is. That's like 4 possessions in a row where he's caused some disruption. He's their version of our Finn Byer.
Yep. Weston Hewitt having a good game here for the Tigers. 7:21 left in this ball game. Sailors lead 10-1. Man up situation for the Sailors. As
man down for the Sailors.
Cohen Vanderbosch is in the sin bin here. Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law, have your back here when you find yourself in life's real penalty box. EllensStrom.com. All right, Tigers controlling the perimeter here. Sailors have got Paxton Zuck out there, Xander Harvey with the long pole, Finn Byer, long stick midi. As, again, to the top of the box it goes. Grand Junction fires that one wide. I don't know if that was a pass.
That was a pass.
Yeah, that's what they're calling. So it will be Sailor ball. 6:54.
Uh-oh.
Long clear. Oh, Zuck tried to get a stick on it. Ball on the turf. Ball still on the ground. Battling for it. They look like they're dancing over there. Ball still down. Xander can't pick it up.
He got pushed off the ball. They didn't call that.
Ball down. Nice play by Byer. And now Finn comes up with it. Finn looking for some open space. Finds it. Gets it to Davidoff. Jacob with the ball. Long clear. Sending that all the way down to Stidel, the goaltender. And he's going to send that one right to midfield. Oh, my. JMO.
I feel like that could have been a loose ball push, actually.
So they throw the flag, and it looks like JMO's going to go to the penalty box here.
Probably an illegal body check for 1 minute. Sailors have 2 men in the box right now, or what's Sturgis doing? So I think he's coming in for an attack, and he's going to be waiting at the midline so we can get it's a closer distance from the middle of the midline to the crease than coming from the box.
Got it. Okay, so Tigers working the perimeter here. Sailors defending. McLaughlin in there with the long pole. We've got Xander Harvey and Jake Davidoff, our defenders. That's Finn Byer. There's a pass in tight. That one shot over the net, and it will be. They say that it is Grand Junction possession.
The ref with the beard said it's Steamboat ball. The other ref near side overruled him.
Working the top of the box here. Tigers. That's Weber. Weber sends it wide. Weber gets it back. Weber playing pass and catch there with number 12, Campbell. There's Weber with a shot and a goal.
It's a great shot, great placement.
Paxton Weber. Low one outside. I don't think that one hit the ground, but man, it was close. A laser. So just like that, it's an 8-goal lead for your Steamboat Sailors. 10-2 the score. 5:27 left in this fourth and final quarter. Sailors back to full strength. Sean Struble with a long pole on the far side. Jeffrey Sturgis here, midfielder on the near side. Caden Solentich at the face-off X. Looks like Baver is going to take this one here for the Tigers. That ball controlled by Grand Junction. They send that ball up. Baver with the ball. He's going to gain the box and bring it in. Grand Junction with another possession here as we're down to 5:15. Baver's going to bring that ball back. He's going to leave it. And he leaves that for number 22, Cassidy. Aiden Cassidy with the ball. 4:57 now, the clock ticking. Jacob Davidoff defending on the far side. Sean Struble, long stick midi here. Up top, Xander Harvey. Jeffrey Sturgis. Barrett Fleming out there. There's a shot. That one goes wide. It will be Grand Junction ball. We're down to 4:40. Tigers with the ball behind the net. Jeffrey Sturgis defending. Setting up the pick here. And a good job there by the Sailors reading that. Back up top. Cassidy with the ball. Struble defending with the long pole. Cassidy at the top of the box. He's going to drive. Dodge. And Sturgis intercepts that pass. Jeffrey looking for some space. Jeffrey with wheels and sends it across. He's going to get called.
Oh, goodness.
So I think he's going to get unsportsmanlike here because he did taunt him on the way by.
I think he is too, but that also should be an unnecessary roughness on their team.
So a little extracurricular activity there. Down to 4:07 left in the ball game. Sailors leading 10-2, but Jeffrey Sturgis back to the penalty box.
I don't know where that second penalty is.
I'd like to thank Mountain Eyeworks helping you and the refs see better. There's a quick pass. Nice play by Ike. Steps up and intercepts that pass. Ball on the turf. Paxton Zuck battling for it. Tigers come up with it. Ball's back down. We've got red shirts and white shirts. Ball's going to go out of bounds off the Tigers. It will be Sailor ball. Another flag thrown. Who's that going to go against?
That's going to go against Grand Junction. I'm guessing that was a penalty. It looked... I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I really don't like the one on the other end that didn't get caught on Jeffrey Sturgis. That's just unsafe.
So number 14 going to the box, Tristan Britton.
I believe it's going to be all even now as 14.
So we're down to 3:46 left in this ball game.
Red ball.
I believe Tuesday night. Winner of the Green Mountain, did we say?
Yep, Green Mountain.
And Battle Mountain. Or excuse me, Aspen. Get my ski towns mixed up there. So Aspen undefeated. A lot of pressure on that team. Number 1 seed. So Sailors with the ball. Cohen Vanderbosch has got 2 goals. He's got it, waiting for the ref's whistle. Ref directing closer to midfield, and here comes Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch gains the box, loses the ball. Ball on the turf. He's got 3 white shirts around him. Finally, a wild pass to midfield, and that's going to be picked up by Tyler Grove. We're down to 3:25 left in this game. Sailors just
still got to get a touch.
In tight. There's a shot and a goal. Cohen Vanderbosch.
I think that's Tyler Grove's second assist. That was a great find by him. He's had a great game.
He really has. And he's just a sophomore. Future is bright. Sailors not rebuilding, reloading here. You know, you look at the field, we got some great seniors, and we're going to miss them as we always do. But when you've got Ike Alexander coming back between the pipes, you got Xander Harvey coming back, Henry Jameson coming back, Davidoff is going to graduate. Caden Selentich, the face-off X, he's figuring this out. He has turned into a silent assassin there, as the Sailors have definitely dominated on the face-off. Now, a lot of credit has to go to his midfielders who are picking up those ground balls. And that ball down. And got some players out there. Wyatt Hammer, and controlled here by the Tigers. We're down to 3 minutes left. Tigers to the top of the box. Sailors defending, bringing it in. There's a shot, and that one steered wide by Ike Alexander. Is number 22, Aiden Cassidy's had a good game here for the Tigers. That one goes wide, 250 and counting. Tigers with the ball, Sailor side of the field. Working it down behind the net. Number 33, Wyatt Hammer out there for your Steamboat Sailors. No, excuse me, that's Cole Vasily. Back up top, there's a shot. Vasily gets a stick on it.
Jake Davidoff got a piece of that shot.
And back to Ike. Alexander retreats back behind his net. And he's going to jog up out of his crease.
Finn Manning with the ball.
Finn Manning, thank you, sir. Manning is going to be going to Culver Academy. Finn Manning, big boy. Sends that one up, and what's the whistle?
Offsides on Steamboat.
Offsides on Sailors. It's going to go white.
So 2:08 left in this game. It will be, as Coach said, offsides on Steamboat. Grand Junction ball. And into the box. That pass goes out of bounds off of Grand Junction. We're down to our final 2 minutes here. 1:54 left. Jake Davidoff with the ball. Henry Jameson's going to help him here. Jamo gets the ball behind the Sailors' net. Jamo directing traffic. Jamo looking upfield. Jamo's going to leg it across midfield. Spins. Sailors offsides there. Cole Vasily.
All red offsides there.
So what did he do? Step on the line there?
I'm not sure. He must have. He must have thought that we had enough guys back and went and then caught himself, and the ref saw it.
All right, there's a shot. Number 99 sends that one in, and Ike makes a beautiful stop. Gets it back to Ike. Ike with control. Kicks that ball up, and here comes Steamboat back the other way. This is number 17, Finn Chapman. Chapman pushed out of bounds, and it's going to be white ball. Things getting physical here. 1:15 left in this ball game. 11-2 the score. All Sailors. Sailors gain, or excuse me, another wild pass there. So it's going to be a nice bus ride home for the boys.
Yeah, that was a good win. I don't know if anybody was expecting 11-2, especially in an away game, a hot day, but that's a good win for Steamboat.
I told you, when I saw this draw, I like it. You know, if they play Aspen, Sailors have lost to them twice. Last time in overtime. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. Oh, there's another errant pass, but the Sailors able to keep that one in. Sailors gain the box. That's number 5, Seamus Smalia. Good to see him out there. His younger brother Coop got some action last playoff game. His coach was able to really lengthen the bench. Another whistle on the play. What's
we were offsides again. That's 3 offsides in about 90 seconds.
I believe we have another offsides here. With 1 minute to play, White gets the ball.
So here comes big number 99, who's had a good game here, Weston Hewitt. Hewitt with the ball, drives it up to Brinton.
No, I didn't get it.
Brinton, top of the box, 34 seconds left. Time, and now the clock started. And good defense here by Jamo and Davidoff. Jacob. Nice play by Jacob. Jacob's got a man right on his back. And boys need to talk to one another there.
Yeah.
Ball.
You can't not say something if you're Steamboat. They got to let them know there's a man on. That's not Jake's fault. That's the rest of the team's fault.
I know. I was about to scream out there, but I didn't want to blow the eardrums of our listeners out. We got another flag. 7.37 seconds left. What happened on that play?
I don't know. I don't see it, but Jake Davos down. I'm not sure.
So he may have taken that one in the wrist, maybe?
No, I think it might have been
afterwards.
After he got rid of the ball and he was running back to the defensive end.
So things getting a little bit chippy here. 7.3 seconds left. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, Yampa Valley Bank, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Dotson Payment Solutions, Steamboat Ace Hardware. Also like to thank Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law, the Paoli Group with the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency. Also a big shout out to Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountain Eyeworks, Steamboat Roofing, One Off Auto Center. So it will be Sailors ball here as they're just going to let him kill the clock. Marshall Moss with it. And the final buzzer is going to sound. So Neil Redfern, thank you so much for taking the time, running the camera for me, lending your knowledge. We'll be back again, I think, on Tuesday, if I'm not wrong, and more than likely we'll probably be down in Aspen. So we'll be carrying that one, I think. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, they're a solid team. They've beaten us twice. Like you said, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. It's at Aspen. Out, and I think that the players will be really hungry to get that win on Tuesday.
I concur. I think the Sailors are going to want it. They had it circled at the beginning of the season. They had it circled at the end of the season, and here we might get it another shot. And you are tuned to KTYV. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, including Travis and the gang at Mountain View Car Wash Self-Serve Car Wash with 3 locations, providing the video stream for us on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. We're going to send it back to regularly scheduled programming right here on KTYV. Sports on FM at 97.7, 105.7, and at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law,
Mountain Eyeworks,
One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
On 105.7 Sports on FM, KTYV, Steamboat Springs.
We're making tracks. Construction is well underway at The Amble, Steamboat's finest new luxury residences. 42 all-electric, modern, sustainable homes, just steps from Steamboat Square. Luxury 1 to 4 bedroom residences are now selling. Visit our sales center in Steamboat Square and learn more at theamble.com. Amble on, friends. And remember, never eat yellow snow. That's theamble.com.
Central Park Liquor in Central Park Plaza has a huge selection of beer with more than 420 different types of beer in stock and more than 200 different beers on sale now.
And in May, Central Park Liquor is featuring the Melvin Brewing Company with the Melvin Back into Hayes Hazy IPA, Pillows Boutique, Jesus Mexican Lager, and Killer Bees American Lager 6-pack cans at an incredible $7.99. And all the other tasty flavors from the Melvin Brewing Company at the lowest prices of the season. Only at Central Park Liquor in Central Park Plaza.
Hey, it's Zach at Rocky Mountain Machinery. Come see us May 5th through the 9th for our Orange Days Customer Appreciation Week. We're celebrating you with special deals all week long. Kick things off on Military Monday with discounts for military personnel and first responders. Then get ready for Tune-Up Tuesday with big savings on service-related parts to keep your Kubota running strong. And don't miss Field Day Friday. Come demo the latest Kubota equipment right here on our lot. With discounts on Kubota equipment all week long, be sure to come into Rocky Mountain Machinery in Craig May 5th through the 9th to take advantage of these discounts. We've been serving you for 16 years with great equipment, service, and parts. For all the details, be sure to check out our Facebook page.
This summer, give your kids an adventure they'll never forget at Steamboat Mountain Camp. From outdoor exploration to creative hands-on activities, kids ages 5 to 16 will build confidence, teamwork, and a love for the outdoors. With specialty camps in art, climbing, and river rafting, there's something for every young explorer. Led by experienced staff, their programs create unforgettable experiences in Steamboat's breathtaking mountain settings. Spots fill fast, so register your kids for Steamboat Mountain Camp today at steamboat.com.
Local news.
This is the Northwest Colorado News. I'm Shannon Luke.
Local weather.
Warmer and drier for the weekend. I'm Denver 7's Katie LaSalle.
Local sports.
That one's caught. Touchdown!
Local talk and local owners.
I hope Travis Hunter gets to go to the Patriots. I think that would be awesome.
All right, you're done. You're done. We're Steamboat Radio, on air and social media, serving the community 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
As you move out of Steamboat, moving up toward Rabbit Ears Pass,
depend on us for everything Steamboat and the entire Yampa Valley.
The weather is brought to you by Axis Steel and Recycling. Their 12th annual Packed Recycling fundraiser is going on now through May 15th. Help Moffat County schools raise money by recycling your scrap metal. The school with the most wins a bonus. Roll-offs for each school are at Axis Steel in Craig.
Look for more scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon across northwestern Colorado. Temperatures still fairly mild in the mid to upper 60s for us, but increasing clouds after 2 p.m. with a bit of light rain, followed by some gusty winds and a rumble of thunder. As we look ahead toward tomorrow and into the weekend, the sunshine makes a comeback. It will be a bit drier for us on Saturday with highs in the low 70s. We'll stay in the mid 70s on Sunday with about a 20% chance for a few more storms. I'm Denver 7 meteorologist Danielle Grant.